So, this wacky dish that I'm about to make today, I'm slightly excited about it. It may be a bit eccentric. I've tried it before. I've had my friends be guinea pigs, sample it. It's done pretty well. I'm happy with it. I hope you are. I had to pre-marinate it in order for me to make it for you today, unfortunately. So I've already marinated it last evening and it's 6 p.m. now. So it's perfect time to cook it. I can tell you what all goes in it. So I've got cloves, some sugar, I've got cumin seeds, tamarind, some cardamom, black peppercorns, lots of garlic. So garlic is one of the chief ingredients of a Vindaloo. In fact, the name itself is, it suggests actually that it's made with garlic as well as wine. So we've got vinegar that replaces the wine, cinnamon, soaked red chilies, and some ginger. So you mix it all together and you get the Vindaloo marinade or the curry paste. So that has to rest in the fridge for about a day if possible. 12 hours would be the minimum that you would need it for. Now once your pork is marinated, you can of course use any other meat in it, but I'm using pork for this particular recipe because I think that the Vindaloo paste itself works really well with pork. So I switch on my flame and put in my onions. And lots of garlic. Want it to cook out before I add the pork. That looks nice. In go my tomatoes. So my tomatoes are simmering away. It's time for me to add my pork. Well, it's been more than 45 minutes now and my pork looks just about ready. So I'm going to switch off the flame. Pork is going to sit aside and I'm going to bring my pasta sheets out, which I've already made in advance. So the way that I work is I usually use 1 egg for 3 cups of flour. So I've got my pasta sheets ready and prepared. It's nice and silky. I usually coat it with corn flour so that they don't stick to each other. So I'm going to cut these out. I've got a cutter appropriately sized. Remember, 1 in the bottom, 1 in the top. So for every ravioli, you need 2 pieces of the pasta dough. So I've got 3 ravioli rounds to make 3 perfect raviolis. Put the remaining pasta aside. And now that my Vindaloo is cooked out and cooled, I can spoon it in. It's a really popular dish actually. And it's eaten in curry houses all over the world. And of course, it's extremely famous in India, especially in Goa. It's like one of those dishes when you come into Goa, you have to have. And pork is one of those things, I guess, that you get so much in Goa that you don't get in other parts of India so much. So I need some water just around the rim of the ravioli. So I've got my water with me. I'm going to dip in my finger. You can also use egg wash in this, which is just break an egg, whisk it, do the same thing. But water does the trick as well. Right, so on top go try and stretch them and bring them to the edge as much as possible. And I'm pretty happy with it. So let that sit aside and I will put my stock pot with the boiling water. my water has just come to a boil. I'm just about to put the ravioli in. I'm going to add salt to the water and some olive oil. So while that cooks away, I'm going to start with my butter. So about 2 good spoons of butter. So my ravioli is almost done, and I'm going to get the plate that I'm going to put it in. So I'm using a soup plate or a pasta plate for this. So the burning of the butter or the burnt butter is the stage right before clarified butter, which is ghee actually. So just want to make sure that I don't take it too far. Started bubbling. And in the pan, you will see little brown granules forming. So the foam has started to come on. And it's just perfect time to actually remove my pasta. So I'm going to switch the heat off. And my burnt butter is just formed, so I'm taking it off the heat. In go some sage leaves. I don't even need to bring it to a heat. You can see the beautiful color that's on them right now. And for garnish, I've got some spaghetti that I've deep fried actually. And actually adds a little bit of crunch to the entire dish. So here it is, my pork vindaloo ravioli with sage burnt butter. Enjoy. If you like this wacky recipe, hit me a like, share it with your friends and your family, scroll down, leave me a feedback, ask me for any advice or any queries that you might have, and subscribe. Look forward to seeing you then.